My name is Michael Atiku, former media aide and facilitator to Alhaji Atiku Abubaka. I'm here to issue a very firm note of warning to his spokespersons.
Okay guys, this very video one I want to watch right now, so now all about PDP presidential candidate articulated Abubaka. Guys, now the thief now they see for my espresso. My country people, wonder shall never end. I go like make una watch and listen how articulated Abubaka they collect civilians money put for inside pocket. Guys, you don't tell one of these one, don't they collect our money, they come. You understand? Meanwhile, the reason why I bring this video come here, I purposely bring them because of some blind Nigerians when be like say they get eyes, they know they use until they see, they get ears, they know they use until they hear. Articulated Abubaka, one I they see for my screen. So if I look my screen very well, when I go see articulated and a former median aide, guys, make una watch this guy confession, because if I say make I explain many things when this guy talk for inside this video, I go spend 3 hours here. Guys, I beg, make una help me share this video. Love you all, guys. I go leave una right now. While I go see you now for the next update coming out soon. Respect, one love, guys.
My name is Michael Atiku, former media aide and facilitator to Alhaji Atiku Abubaka. I'm here to issue a very firm note of warning to his spokespersons and aides. I was there before some of you, and I'm more competent and meticulous than the most of you. This series is a battle for the redemption of the soul of Nigeria. It's nothing personal. And this is why, out of respect for the cordial relationship I used to have with His Excellency, I am holding and will continue to hold back evidences that are capable of tearing the very fabric of this nation. Things that the Waziri himself has said, plans that he has had that will be detrimental to the well-being of Nigerians. I'll hold back most of those things and only speak to Nigerians about the things that can guide them, help them understand why they should not vote for Atiku for president of Nigeria. If any one of you, however, comes at me, defames my character, then there will be the greatest unleashing of evidence Nigeria has ever witnessed since 1960. Of course, I know that the attempts will be made on my life. You can kill me, it's all good, but Nigeria is more important than one person, than this individual. And this is why my lawyers have been well briefed. In the event of my death, if anything touches a strand of hair on my body, then my lawyers will unleash everything in my arsenal. Do not aggravate issues for Atiku by aggravating me. I have thought about this long and hard before I decided to speak up. I've been silent for a long time, but I have children. All of my viewers have children. You have families that will be affected if you make the wrong choice in 2023. In all good conscience, I will not sit back and let this happen without speaking about what I know. I will once again say to Nigerians that as you watch and listen to the sequels to this first episode, make decisions that will be good for you, your family, and the future of this country. Alhaji Atiku Abubaka is not that person to vote for. And I say this because I know it. Thank you. On the 13th of June 2018, there were serious corruption allegations flying all over social media about 100 million naira bribe that had been given to Atiku Abubaka by the then Plateau State Governor Joshua Dare. By the direct personal admission of the governor, he had given 100 million naira to Atiku. For this reason, the governor was found guilty and was sentenced to jail time. I needed to know what the truth about the allegation was before proceeding to plan a defense strategy. And so I reached out to my then principal, Atiku Abubaka, via email, asking him, the details of the issue and how to proceed. And so he had told me that in his reply that that money had been paid into an SPV. I didn't know what an SPV was, so I asked him. And so he gave a brief description, but since it was obvious I wasn't quite, I didn't have clarity, he put a call through to me on that same day. On my blog, you'd find the phone number that he had used to call me on that day, and the number I was also using by which I had received that call that day. And in his call, in our conversation, he admitted to having advised his then boss, President Olusegun Obasanjo, against what he called open corruption, stating that he practiced corruption by stealth or corruption by SPV, if you will. Went on to explain in further strategy meetings that through those SPVs he, Atiku Abubaka, had set up. Don't forget that he was in charge of the economy, and every monetary transactions had to pass through him, and they had used those SPVs, to fleece Nigerians, using those monies for private businesses, to settle their friends and political issues as well. That particular conversation gave me a little insight into the truth about my boss, my then boss, and all of the corruption allegations against him. It also opened my mind to the knowledge that the reason he's always been confident in defending himself, in allegations of SPV by telling Nigerians, show me evidence if you have any against me, is because SPVs, those companies he had set up by himself, had placeholder directors. So nothing could ever be traced back to him directly. That's why Atiku is always confident about corruption allegations. But it also forced me to begin to investigate deeper, the man that I was serving at the time. Listen to the conversation between me and him.
Sir.
Yeah, Mike.
Yes, sir.
How can you ask me what is LTV?
I don't know what SPV is, and I need to be sure before I start arguing with these people.
LTV is a special purpose vehicle. In other words, is a company they incorporate to carry out certain, activities.
Okay, sir.
You see, what happened was when we came into, the office, and I advised the president against, open corruption.
Yes, sir.
I told him, I said, give me 3 people you trust.
Yes, sir.
And I will prepare 3 companies for which they will be the subscribers, or rather the directors.
Okay, sir.
So that, if there is any contract that we give, they will act like consultants,
yes.
And then they are giving a fee.
Yes,
and
sir.
that fee is what we now use, to fund the party instead of, engaging open. So he gave me the names of Fashawe, Andy Uba, and the late this guy, from Borno State, who died in that plane crash. Trying to the 3 of them.
Okay, sir.
So I now incorporated companies and I put them as subscribers.
Yes, sir.
And one of the companies was Marine Floats.
Yes, sir.
So when this governor sent a donation to the party, now he sent it to Marine Floats. So it was paid into Marine Floats.
Yes, sir.
And one of the subscribers of Marine Float was Otumba Fashe. That account was very well investigated by EFCC to see whether there was any vision. They found out that there was nothing.
Yes, sir.
So that was where the 100 million went to. It did not go to Atiku Abubaka. It went to Marine Float. And Marine Float was an SPV, special purpose vehicle, created, as a consulting company. So
okay, sir.
That was the way I handled it.
Okay, sir.
Yes. So that was what I was briefly tried to explain to you. Well, no money was given to Atiku Abubakar.
it's okay. These people, as the time draws closer, they keep coming up with a lot of issues, and one needs to be able to have a few facts to be countering them immediately. Yes, sir. No problem, sir. I will tackle him later tonight.
So they should go and check. The money was not paid to Atiku, but the money was paid to a company called Marine Float.
Marine Float, yes, sir.
Yes, which and Marine Float was one of those three companies,
Yes, sir.
So,
he did state categorically that you own Marine Float.
I never, there is no way I can own Marine Float. Let them go and check the certificate of incorporation or articles of association to find out whether I own Marine Float.
Okay, sir. That's all. That's all. No problem, sir. Thank you so much, Daddy. I really appreciate it.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Nigeria is a scam. Hey, nobody believe God though. Everybody not the same.